Okay, so we left off, we tried to compile this file, and we got an error. USART SPI header, no such file or directory, which looks like it can't find this header file. And that's the hardest thing with trying to understand these quick start guides and the ASF and Atmel Studio, these little demo boards and projects, how they have them set up is when you get these problems, the program can't find files, or there's missing dependencies, and there's not a lot of explanation of what's going on. So it's just like trial and error. But my supposition, or whatever, my suspicion when this happened is that we've only got the one service loaded up, besides the general ones, or the initial ones that came with the board. The basic board file, one we've added so far is GFX monochrome system font, and you would think if you added that it would have everything in it that it needs to get the board to draw a line on there, but there seems to be stuff missing, and I think in this case it's the serial peripheral service, ASF service, that we need to add to get this functional. So back to the wizard here, and try and figure out what we're going to need to add to get rid of the errors and get this thing functional. Now I can try, we've got the serial peripheral interface here, the driver for it, and we can try adding the driver without adding the service and see if that works. So driver for the serial peripheral interface provides functions for configuring using SPI. So we can add that, and apply it. Okay, so this is a problem here. Selected module doesn't have any actions to apply, which kind of tells you that either it's already part of it, or it's not even needed to get the serial peripheral interface to work. So we could try serial peripheral interface master. Maybe we can use USART and standard. Alright, so this one has a bunch of files it's going to add. Look back in ASF here. Alright, so now we have GFX mono system font added, and also now we have SPI common USART, SPR mastered and standard. Let's see if it gets rid of that see if it gets rid of that compiler error there when we build it. If not, we'll have to try something else. Alright, now we just have warnings. Source clock pin may be used uninitialized in this function. Source clock pin was declared here, so we don't have any errors, so we can go ahead and try and program this, see if we can get something to show up on the display. So we've got our AVR Mark II and PDI interface. We'll apply it, we'll read it, make sure it's functional. Looks good. Target voltage good. Go in, make sure you check your okay, see, I'm on, this is the older file I was using, so I need to make sure I'm on the project here. So I go 6.2, and I think it was GCC, what was it, 5? Project 5, ooh, I forgot. Alright, it's right in front of me. Yeah, GFX basic with the date. Oh, okay. Looks like I might have the right one then. Okay. No, that's not it. Okay, duh. It's right in front of me. GCC board project 5. So let's go find it. Up here, 6.2. Okay, here, project 5. Go into debug, and there's your hex file. Okay, make sure we got the right one. And let's program this. Okay. Okay, so program, let's see. Okay, you can see we've got a straight line here. So we've got success. Alright, so let's go make that line longer. Play around with this a little bit. Got the draw, the mono draw line function call here. Starts at 10, 10. And so we want it to go further along the x-axis. We've got it going to 20, so let's get her out to 50. And I don't understand exactly pixel location yet. Hopefully that'll come later. I'll get an idea when we dig down deeper into this. Alright, so 10, 10, ending at 50 on the x, keeping the y the same. Save it, build it. No warnings this time because it already showed us the warnings. Usually doesn't do it when you compile it again. And we'll go ahead and burn it in. Alright. You see we got a longer line now. Alright, so let's see if we can do a little more playing around. Let's do get familiar with these x and y. Let's make a rectangle. So we'll go GFX, draw a line. Okay, we'll start where we left off, the last line at 50 on the x-axis. And instead of 10 on the y, let's go down to 30. X, I need to start at 10, so this is the start coordinate. So let's do 50, 10 is where I'm starting. And I want to keep the x the same. I want to go down to 30 on the y, so we get like a vertical line. And then our enumeration, our pixel set enumeration. Alright, so now we want to draw excuse me, a line back. So we'll start at where we left off, 50 on the x, 30 on the y. And now we want to go back to 10 on the x and keep our y coordinate the same. Oops. A period there, not a comma. Pixel set. And now we need one more line to bring it back to where we began. So 50, 50, 30, right, I think. Back, I like the periods. Back to 10 on the X and 10 on the Y. See if we got this right. End up with some weird ass shape. Oh, I screwed up. Well, I ended up with a... Yeah, I'm recording these actual displays ahead of time. And I screwed up and ended up with a diagonal line going across the rectangle here because I started at 50. And I actually left off at 10x. That's where I should have started, where I left off at 10x. And so 10x 30y, and then bring it back up to 10x 10y. Let's see if I got it right this time. Burn it. Burn it. It is burnt. And it is right. Hold on here. Okay, so that's what the final product looks like. Got our little rectangle. Big deal, right? Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background here. And we'll start covering that in more videos.